Hey folks, Brian Hollock from North Point Training Center, and I'm here with Frank DeYoung. And Frank's one of our instructors here at North Point. He's also an instructor at Firearms Academy of Seattle, and actually Frank's taken his show on the road, teaching various parts of the country. And I wanted to introduce you to him and what he does, because I think one of the things, Frank, you're offering is something that's kind of unique and something that maybe we don't think about in traditional firearms training. Now, Frank, you're ex-military, you're a first responder. He's actually an excellent firearms instructor in his own right. But what I really like that Frank is doing is he's doing emergency trauma first aid. And this is a little bit different. Now we spend thousands of dollars, thousands of hours training with our firearm to, for an incident. But then we don't really think about, what if somebody's injured? And now, Frank, here's the thing. I know a lot of guys out there are going to be watching this video and say, hey, look, I'm not a SWAT cop. I'm not a first responder. I carry a gun because I like it as a hobby, and maybe if I need it in an emergency situation. But why would I need this first aid, or why is it any different than anything I might learn at my local fire department or Red Cross?
Right, and that's a great question, Brian. And what we've run into, and I think everybody's heard this saying before, is when seconds count, law enforcement's minutes away. And so we carry a firearm to protect ourselves.
Sure.
Well, when seconds count, when it comes to traumatic injuries, the police officers have to get there and secure the scene if it's a firearm-related incident or whatnot. Right. And the paramedics wait outside until the police officers say it's time to come in, and then they come in, and then they'll be able to treat the injury. So that encompasses time. And in a traumatic injury, life-threatening injury, you don't have that time. So what we want to do is carry some things that can help us with those life-threatening injuries so we can buy time for the professionals to get to us to get to the hospital. And or maybe it's just a household injury, no different than with a firearm or with a knife or something of that nature.
So these skills, look, I've never, that's not true. I've seen gunshot wounds, but that's just because of kind of the work that we do. But, most people are going to say they've never seen a gunshot wound, but you're saying, hey, this is the kind of training that works, whether you happen to come upon a car accident, whether there's a bad injury in the kitchen of the house, the kid in the playground, slipped and fall, maybe hit a pipe, now they've got a second chest wound. So this actually is something that we can use much more expansively maybe than actually even our firearms training.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is training that we can use anywhere at any time. Traveling abroad, just to have this knowledge and maybe some things to do of an accident, injury. God forbid, the mass shootings that are happening lately and whatnot. You're at the mall, or you're helping your kid read at the class in the school where the shooting happens.
Right.
That you can go and maybe make a difference in somebody's life other than your own if you had an injury and you can treat yourself also.
Now, Frank, is this the kind of skill that look, not everybody's cut out to be a doctor, not everybody's cut out to be a paramedic, not everybody's cut out to be a fireman. Is this the kind of skill that's going to translate to the soccer mom, to the guy that works in an office? Is he going to be able to apply this stuff, or is this kind of the long-term deal where you're going to have to spend years to get good at this stuff like you have?
No, you're not. One day of class, we can go over an 8-hour block of instruction, and you're going to come out of there feeling quite empowered to help with these injuries. Your likelihood of treating a traumatic injury is much greater than ever having to use your firearm in self-defense. At home with the lawnmower, dad's out with the chainsaw,
sure.
Motor vehicle accident for you and your family or someone else that you get into, you can use these skills and apply them to help hopefully prolong life. We all understand that there's certain injuries out there we might not be able to save the person, but we can definitely make a difference.
And we're not talking about heart transplant here. We're talking about just getting this person stabilized, making sure that the injury doesn't get worse, making sure that they're ready for when the first responders arrive. And this is this kind of skill that really, we should all have.
Absolutely. So, this is the type of thing that is industry standard, right? We're stopping bleeding. We're helping people maybe breathe a little bit better, depending on a certain injury. And so those are very simple skills that we can do. And if we learn to apply them correctly, then we can stop that right away.
Well, Frank, I really appreciate that.
You betcha.
And folks, we're going to have the link on our website, and you'll be able to check in. If you need to get a hold of Frank, you want to take training with him, either through us or Firearms Academy of Seattle, or any of the other venues that he's going to be at, check in with us. We'll have the link on the website, on the video. And Frank, thanks for coming in.
You betcha. Thank you.
And yeah, take this training, folks. You won't be sorry.